if a believer is committing adultery, that means they sleep with someone else's spouse. There's no love in them. I can't say I love you and sleep with your wife. Look at that. He said the law said don't commit adultery. He says, but you even ain't got to think about that. If you just sum it up, just love your neighbor as yourself. If you love your neighbor as yourself, you don't commit it. You don't want to commit adultery with your spouse. The community of faith, the kingdom, is a kingdom of love. How can I love you and then steal from you? How can I love you and then be jealous of what you have? When love stops, every other sin kicks in. That's what the verse is saying. So the ultimate ministry of the kingdom culture is love. Look at the next one. He says, love is the fulfillment of the law. Now, Paul was a Pharisee. Paul was a graduate of the top theological school in his day. It was called the School of Gamaliel. Paul was his number one student. Paul was a chief Pharisee. The Pharisees had 669 laws that they had to obey to be a faithful Jew. Paul was the highest graduate. That statement was Paul canceling his whole education. He said, look, if you do this one, you don't need to even think about the 669. Okay, how about this one? Thou shalt not lie. Well, if I love you, how am I going to lie to you? Thou shalt not steal. If I love you, how am I going to thief from you? Don't commit fornication. If I love you, how am I going to sleep with you and I ain't got no covenant? Let me tell you something. If you are fornicating right now, let me tell you something. That person does not love you. Listen to me. Look at my face. If you are sleeping with someone and you are not married to them, I don't care. That's a liar you're sleeping with. They're lying. Because if they love you, they wouldn't cause you to break the law of God. And I mean that. People say, listen, if you open your leg to him, he don't love you. Let's talk about where does love come from? I'm talking about real love now, not agape. I mean, not asterigo and phileo and eros. Eros from the word erotic. It's all that sexual pornography stuff. That's erotic. That's eros. That's flesh love. Don't get mixed up with that. Don't ever consider sex love. They are never the same. If someone tells you they love you, and therefore you shall let them sleep with you and have sex, that person does not love you. You can't equate that with love. Matter of fact, they call sex in this society making love. Making it. Making it. That means it doesn't exist. You gotta make it. Let's make love. What do you mean make love? That means you don't got it? That's exactly what they mean. And they make it for 45 seconds. Over. And then they don't want to talk to you anymore for weeks. It's not love. Why are you all quiet during this series? I don't know what's going on. Make a note of this, Galatians 5. It says the entire law is summed up in a single command. Love your neighbor as yourself. Galatians 5:22, it says, but the fruit of the Spirit is what? Is love. Love is not a gift. It is a fruit of the Spirit. There's no gift of love in the Bible. Either it is in you by God's grace, or you ain't got it.